Welcome to Smiley Toon TV, the place where creativity meets joy. We explore fascinating ideas, ignite your imagination, and spark positive thinking, all with a smile. Ready to embark on a fun journey of discovery? Let's get started and fill your mind with happiness and inspiration. Imagine waking up to a day that feels just like any other. Alarm buzzing, sunlight peeking through the curtains, and the familiar rush to get ready for school. But for Mia, today is different. She's carrying a storm of feelings inside her chest. Some she can name, others she can't quite put her finger on. As she walks down the hallway, she wonders, why do I feel so nervous before math class? Why do I get so happy when I see my friends? But then sometimes, out of nowhere, I feel sad again. Mia isn't alone. Every person, young or old, has a world of emotions swirling inside. Sometimes, they're as clear as a sunny sky. Other times, they're as tangled as a ball of yarn. But what if there was a way to make sense of these feelings, to see them, understand them, and even learn from them? That's where Mia's journey begins, with something she calls the feel map. One afternoon, after a particularly confusing day, Mia sits at her desk with a blank piece of paper. She thinks about how explorers use maps to find their way through unknown lands. What if I could make a map of my own feelings? She wonders. She draws a big circle and in the center writes, Me. Around the circle, she starts jotting down every feeling she can remember from the day. Nervous, excited, frustrated, proud, lonely, loved. As she draws lines connecting her feelings to different moments, like a web, she starts to see patterns. She notices that she feels nervous right before math class, but excited just before art. She feels frustrated when she doesn't understand something, but proud when she finally gets it. She realizes that seeing her friends lifts her mood, even if she was feeling sad just moments before. With every line and word, Mia's feel map grows, and so does her understanding of herself. The more she maps, the more she sees that her emotions aren't random. They're connected to what's happening around her, who she's with, and what she's thinking. This discovery is the first step to something powerful: emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as understand how others feel. It's like being a detective of your own heart and mind, and just like any skill, it can be learned and improved. Mia's feel map is her secret tool, and it can be yours too. The first lesson Mia learns is the importance of self-awareness. Self-awareness means paying attention to what you're feeling, without judging yourself or pushing those feelings away. It's about being honest with yourself, even if the feelings are hard or uncomfortable. When Mia feels nervous before math, she doesn't ignore it. Instead, she writes it down and asks herself, why do I feel this way? She realizes it's because she's worried about making mistakes. Just naming the feeling helps her feel a little better. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. The next step is understanding that all feelings are okay. There are no bad emotions. Every feeling is there for a reason. Sometimes feelings like anger or sadness are trying to tell us something important, like, I need help, or something isn't right. By mapping her feelings, Mia learns to listen to what her emotions are saying, instead of ignoring them or pretending they don't exist. Mia also discovers that emotions are like waves. They come and go. Just because she feels sad now doesn't mean she'll feel that way forever. By looking at her feel map over several days, she sees that her feelings change, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. This helps her remember that tough times won't last forever, and happy moments are always around the corner. As Mia becomes more aware of her own emotions, she starts to notice the feelings of others too. She sees that her friend Sam gets quiet when he's upset, and that her teacher smiles extra wide when someone tries their best. By paying attention to these clues, Mia learns to be more understanding and kind, not just to herself, but to everyone around her. One day, Mia's friend Lily comes to school looking sad. Instead of saying, cheer up, right away, Mia remembers her feel map. She asks, do you want to talk about it? Lily nods, and together they draw a feel map for Lily's day. As Lily maps out her feelings, she starts to feel better, just like Mia did. They both realize that sharing and understanding feelings brings them closer as friends. Over time, Mia's feel map becomes a trusted companion. Whenever she feels overwhelmed, she takes a moment to map her emotions. She learns to ask herself questions like, "What am I feeling right now? What happened to make me feel this way?" And, "What can I do to take care of myself?" Sometimes she talks to a friend or a grown-up about her feelings. Other times, she takes a deep breath, goes for a walk, or listens to her favorite music. Mia's journey shows us that emotional intelligence isn't about never feeling sad or angry. It's about understanding those feelings, learning from them, and finding healthy ways to cope. By becoming more self-aware, we can make better choices, build stronger relationships, and feel more confident in who we are. So, if you ever feel like your emotions are a big, confusing jumble, remember Mia and her feel map. Grab a piece of paper, draw a circle, and start mapping out your feelings. Notice the patterns, listen to what your emotions are telling you, and remember, it's okay to feel. Clarity begins with self-awareness, and every step you take brings you closer to understanding yourself and the world around you. Emotional intelligence is a journey, not a destination. Every day brings new feelings, new challenges, and new opportunities to learn. By being curious, patient, and kind with yourself, you can become the explorer of your own heart, just like Mia. And who knows, maybe your feel map will help someone else along the way. Remember, every feeling matters. Every feeling is a clue. And with a little self-awareness, you can turn even the stormiest day into a map that leads you home to yourself. Thanks for tuning in to Smiley Toon TV. If you enjoyed today's journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to keep the smiles coming. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this adventure going together. Stay positive, keep smiling, and let your mind wander.